I can set a destination on the fly. I'm actually able to scroll while I'm driving. So this is my first impressions on the Toyota Prius. It's comfortable. Very comfortable car. Very easy car to drive. A lot of windows. Definitely gonna have the sun in your eye in this car, but it's really comfortable. I had the family in the car last night. We went on a pretty long trip. They enjoyed the car. Yeah, it's the same. I heard that too from the kids in the back. They're saying it's the same size in the back. The seats feel the same. So they're saying basically it's the same. But for myself, I feel it's a definite difference. The car feels a little lighter. Feels a little bit more nimble, but it feels like it can get away from you. The previous generation, I felt had a little bit more weight to it, especially mine, because I had the glass solar panel roof. So that adds a little bit more weight to my car. Probably gave it a little bit more stability on the road. But other than that, it feels comfortable, man. It's a little lighter, a little bit more nimble, but it feels lighter. On the highway, it doesn't feel like it's straining to get by. It's driving, man. The less horsepower is not going to be any issue because it feels the same. It feels like a Prius. Not fast at all. Even though they're saying it's faster, I don't think it's faster. The dash, this infotainment system, center cluster, really looks good. And one of the features that I hated about my Prius was this. I can set a destination on the fly. I'm actually able to scroll while I'm driving. You wasn't able to do that for safety reasons in the other Prius. You literally had to be creeping about 2-3 miles an hour to be able to use the functions. I would have had to pull over in my Prius. Was retarded. In this Prius, you got full functions to set your previous destinations and so forth. You can use the navigation the way you want. So far, that's what I'm noticing in this car. You can use the navigation. So I like that. So there's a lot of benefits to this car. Very easy to use. That's why Toyota didn't go with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The reason why, because their system is pretty good. Plug up your car via Bluetooth or through the auxiliary jack, and you could use your phone. You could play with your apps. You'll be fine. There is no reason for Toyota to change what's working just for the newest toy. Remember, they have to keep this going for the next 7-8 years for the person who's going to keep the car for that long. So why mess with something that's pretty good? So the speed is there. The fuel economy is there. Right now, after 113.8 miles, 67.5. 67.5. My highest in my previous Prius was 56 and 55.3 and 53. Those are my highs. Yes, I've gotten 56 with the 07 Prius. I've gotten 56 with the 2010, but no higher than 56. With this car, 60 is a breeze. 65 is pretty easy. Above that, don't take much effort either. I want to get to 70 miles per gallon. That's my goal, to do a whole long trip with 70 miles per gallon, which I know is doable. 67. Wow. That is what you call fuel economy. 67 miles per gallon. Wow. So I'm telling you guys this right now. Between 60, I would say 65 and 70, you can average with this car if you know how to drive a Prius, no problem. If you don't know how to drive a Prius, if in other words you drive terrible, you drive conservative but you drive terrible for a Prius driver, you can definitely average 60 miles per gallon easy with this car. So if you can live with 60 miles per gallon, a Prius is for you, man. You can definitely get that with this car, without a shadow of a doubt.